don't know who's here. I see up there it says 2 and Lou doesn't have it open on her phone. You should open it. So like that you can see the chat. As promised, we said we're going to check in every Friday no matter where we're at, and we're in a dressing room. I'm dress shopping and we're like, it's about to be worn. So while you guys can't watch me try on different dresses, the lag. She is. So for those that are here, thanks for being here so early. And then for those that are catching the replay, thank you for coming and watching our live. So today's live, we just want to recap this last week's vlogs for those that haven't seen it. We went to Hilton Head, which I was really excited about. Lou had told me that it's a very ritzy area and it's a very famous beach. And I had never been. She had never been. So it was our first time.
Yeah, it was a little cold and a little windy, but it was definitely a different experience because the sand there is really packed in and it didn't have any shells.
Yeah, it was really cold though, and the winds, oh my god, the wind was so brutal. Like I even got a clip. I got close to the ground so you can see all the sand coming. It was crazy.
It was whipping us.
And the water was cold. I started thinking, I'm like, I think I can go in there. If I did it in Flagler Beach with it being cold, I can do it here. But no, she reminded me, she's like, as soon as you come out of that water, that wind is gonna kill you.
It is. Just going in the water alone. I mean, it was free. There was people in the water. We're just not that brave. We're from Florida.
Turn up your volume. I didn't bring mics with us, and
Turn up my volume.
them turn up your volume because we didn't bring our mics, so Lou's voice is very low.
Do what I can. I hope if I do that.
Maybe. I see a hi ladies that popped up there. Buttercup. Hi me.
I can't seem to get to the live chat.
No, you can't get it. Well, we'll see the little bubbles popping up. In case you're just tuning in, I am trying on dresses for our niece's graduation. Hi, Virgil, from Southwest Virginia.
Mine's not.
It's like frozen.
No, it's not frozen. It's not giving me an option for live chat.
Right here, when you click that, ¿qué pasa? Ahí está.
There we go. These are air.
That area though, I've never seen a beach with so many awesome amenities. Like the wheelchair as we were walking in. Have you ever seen that before?
Yeah, they have these big, like, I don't know, like 25-inch plastic tires.
Yeah.
And they're just there for you to use if you need a wheelchair to get in, which was, I don't know, I mean,
I think it's
sounds
cool.
very thoughtful.
Yeah, very thoughtful. I mean, everything. The toy bin, which I thought immediately, like, okay, people that are coming on vacation, what are they going to do with that? You know, they're not going to take it back home with them. Throw it back there in the bin so that others can enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a toy bin to share, which is, again, like, very thoughtful.
Phenomenal, yeah.
And then the showers are awesome, too. Because they have, like, individual, you have the shower, and then you have a dressing room with a door and everything, and a place to sit and change comfortably. It's, yeah.
That walkway from the entrance of Caligny Beach, is that what it? Caligny Beach, that's the beach that was in Hilton Head Island. Between like the walkway entrance and the actual sand beach area, there was a ton of chairs that you can just sit and lounge in, swings. And there were people that were just hanging out there from the moment we got there to the moment we left. And by the time we left, it was jam-packed, like every seat was taken. So I think that's like the place to be and hang out. It seems really comfortable. And I mean, yeah, it's the beach, so why not? Maybe bring a game, bring your own drinks, your lunch, and hang out there. I see Lou chatting with you guys instead of her engaging.
I am engaging.
Engaging chat. What else? Yeah, that area. I love the trolley though. I love that you can be able to get around Hilton Head Island completely for free.
Right.
And you get a taste of the different areas.
Yeah,
So
I
you
think
can
it's
get
called
off.
a breeze. I think that's what it's called. And I think it has like 15 to 17 stops.
Yeah,
So you can really get around and do whatever you want.
yeah. It's definitely a great way to get a taste of the island and just enjoy the ride, especially if it's an ugly day, if it was raining and cold. You can still explore that way at no cost. So if you didn't catch the Hilton Head video, definitely go back and watch it. It was tons of fun. I loved it. I see a hi, ladies. Hi, Jessica. I'm in a dressing room in a Salvation Army trying on dresses, and it was time to jump on the live. So Lou's in here with me so we can do the live.
Yeah. I'm a little self-conscious of whoever's outside listening.
Hopefully they think we're talking on the phone with somebody or talking to each other.
But we committed to doing it wherever we are.
Yes,
so
yes.
That's where we are today.
Yes, indeed. So the other thing we did this week was Lou wanted to take me to this little quaint coffee shop, because one thing we love when we're traveling is coffee shops and breweries.
Yep.
And this coffee shop was like super close to the campground. I'm wondering where you were.
Pay attention to the
Okay,
topics.
okay, so she'll answer you. So she found this little coffee shop that was like super close to the Oaks at Point South in Yemassee, South Carolina, and it was like the lady had other crafters that she'd, I guess, rent spaces to, and she had two, like, more than half of her coffee shop was different artists, whether it was like wood carvings or jars of food,
or jewelry,
art, like all kinds of clothing, jewelry, all kinds of things. It was just so freaking cute. And the lady herself, the owner, was just so cute. She was so sweet. And like gave us samples of things. I didn't include that in the thing. Somebody had came and dropped off like artisan donuts that they made for her to try to see if they can rent a space for it, and she gave us samples to get our idea, like, hey, do you think it's worth this much?
Yeah, I think it was $3 a donut.
Yeah, $3.
Worth $3.
Yeah,
when I
originally
first saw it, I was like,
$3 for a donut?
That's a lot.
No.
But then we ate it. We're like, okay, this is $3 donut.
Yeah, but then how do you sell that? You know, like you see a donut and they say $3, you're gonna be like, until you actually try it and realize, wow, this donut is totally worth $3. How would you know? So it's kind of hard to market that.
Yeah.
You know, we told her maybe say artisan, or everything's handmade. So
Gourmet,
yes, gourmet.
donuts, handmade.
Yeah. I love the hand chocolates, the hand rolled or handmade chocolates that they make there too. Spectacular.
Yeah, the lady was really nice too. She's
Yeah.
she's from Massachusetts, which is where we're heading to for graduation. So she was like, "Where are you going?" And we're like, "We're going to Massachusetts." She's like, "Oh, I'm from there too." So
Yeah.
she had that vibe, you know.
She purchased a $3 cookie. I hope
Okay.
it was worth the $3.
Small too.
Yeah. And we actually went there because we wanted to have like a breakfast sandwich, breakfast and coffee, and it turned out that they didn't have like food, only a bunch of sweets, pies, tarts, muffins, cookies, chocolate, like sweets galore. So she recommended that we go to this other place on the street, which is very similar on a larger scale, but very similar. And but they said that they are not selling sandwiches or lunches anymore, so it's just sweets as well. However, and we meant to go back. They have the OG drip, or OJ. What was it called?
It's a Japanese coffee.
OJI. So it's basically they're dripping the coffee for 48 hours, right? I believe it was 48 hours. So it's not bitter. It's so smooth. It's so delicious. So
Yeah,
it's basically iced coffee, but
It looks like a chemistry set, basically.
yeah.
That's what it looks like, but it's dripping coffee, and it smells great.
It took us back to our time in New Orleans, where we went to this place called French Truck Coffee.
Yeah.
The best coffee still to date.
Yeah.
The best coffee
Well, yeah.
that we've ever had. I'm like looking at her like, you agree, right? Yeah. And they basically make it there. So we're like, we have to come back and try this coffee here. And then from there we went to the church ruins, which you have to. This is a must do. When you come to Point South in Yemassee, South Carolina, you have to come to the old Shelton church ruins. The ruins are ruins, but it's so pristine and it's so well kept, and they've like coordinated it off magnificently tons of old tombs there, and the lands are just like well manicured. You can just walk around there and take in the beauty, the chirping of the birds. There's picnic tables. You can just hang out and relax. I could have stayed there for a couple of hours. I didn't have to just walk around and get clips and left because it was just so peaceful and beautiful. And she's chatting with you guys. I want her to chime in.
Yes, it's delicious.
Your opinion on the old Shelton?
Oh, it's magnificent.
Yeah.
It was a really nice day, and the greenery there is phenomenal. They had old tombs, which is kind of sad, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a what did I call it? What church? An ease church.
An ease.
It's an ease church.
Yeah.
So back in the day, if you had to go to your church, it was going to be really far away, and you had to take the horse and buggy and everybody, and so it would prevent you from going to church. So I believe it was a Bull family that decided to construct an ease church in that area. It is just, I can't even imagine like what it took to build that in that time. The grounds are beautiful and nicely kept. And there's a well. There's a working well that you can actually pump.
She gets so excited over that.
I think it's my first well. Maybe my second.
Maybe your second that she's ever pumped.
I got excited about
Yeah. So that's basically a recap on what happened this last week here on YouTube, and as kind of a sneak peek as to what to expect in the upcoming vlogs next week. This campground, the Oaks at South Point in Yemassee, South Carolina, has a hiking trail in it. Most of the 1,000 trails that we've been to have hiking trails in them. But this one, it circles around a lake, and the lake does have gators in it. And we may have seen some. And that hike around the lake shares an entrance and exit, not only with the 1,000 trails, but with a KOA. So we were able to go inside that KOA and show you around the inside.
And something to be seen.
Yeah, there's a winery in there.
A wine bar.
A wine bar. Okay, not a winery. A wine bar, a coffee shop, a pizzeria, a little grocery store.
Yeah.
So like,
it's really nice.
that KOA is really nice.
And you can walk in. They're walking you. You can walk in there and sit down, order your pizza, order your wine. There's also a cooler that has a bunch of beers. So it's a really nice little store there.
Yeah, it's a lot of cool craft beers. So yes, it's going to be a lake hike, but stay tuned throughout the whole video so that you can go inside that KOA with us, because it's kind of both things at the same time. And then basically the end of our time in the Oaks at South Point, we did a review. For those that saw the tour, we did state in there that going forward, we're not doing a review with the tour because the videos just get so lengthy. So we're doing a review completely separate, but we will stick to our normal theme: eat. So everything that there is to eat nearby, sleep, whether we slept comfortably, what was going on in the nights, eat, sleep, RV, different activities we can do there, and repeat. Will we come back? So you're gonna have to stay tuned for that video to know whether we'll come back or not.
Yep, that's the deal.
And real time, anything real time? While you guys are seeing real time, I'm dress shopping. I ordered a dress on Amazon that I loved, and when it got there, I just hated the way it looked on me. I did not like the way it looked on me at all. So that was an Amazon return, which now puts us in a crunch to find stuff. And all the big box stores are selling like spring dresses. So like spaghetti straps.
But only we know that it was cold here because we're from Florida.
Oh my God. So hence, sweater dresses behind me. It is freezing. Today, I think it's... Okay. And I guess that's it.
Today's
for
cold.
Real time. It's cold.
That's why I'm wearing a bikini.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the temperature. It was 45. Yeah. So I guess that's it. We have been wanting to keep our lives at 30 minutes or less to kind of recap and give you a sneak peek as to what's coming on next and say hi and connect.
Thank you guys for being here. Joe, May, Jessica, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
for taking the time to spend it with us for a few minutes at least.
Jessica, we need to like iron out dates for when we're back in South Florida so we can go kayaking together.
So you can take us kayaking.
I actually think our very first stop back in Florida is going to be like northern Florida, so we should be able to hook up. I think, as a matter of fact, near where my mom lives, and I'm spending a lot of time going to that campground to be closer, there's Silver Spring State Park, and if I'm not mistaken, I think you recommended that once. If so, let us know, because if you're up for the drive, or we can meet halfway, we can go kayaking and hanging out together, paddling for you, kayaking for us. And I guess I'll close it out here. She's saying goodbye. Thanks for tuning into the live, you guys. We will see you next Friday. Who knows where we'll be next Friday? Last Friday was a truck. This Friday's in a dressing room. Thanks for watching. For those that are catching the replay, if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you soon. Bye. Yeah.